Well, good morning. So I am here, and did you notice my stove is nice and clean? And did you notice? Actually, I had to get back into that area, so this is like really close to us. And then I have boxes, which that's another story. I was at Albertsons today because I thought I would run by and see whether or not they had a good deal on beef, and they did not. I don't understand why beef is like $6.99 right now, like a pound. It's insane. Even the really crappy beef, which is like hamburger, not that hamburger is crappy, but like the crappier, the fattier beef. And I'm all for the fat, but it just, like, why is it $5.99 a pound? So I don't really want to eat burgers tonight, and by burgers it's just usually the patty, and then I usually try to load it up with like the lettuce and stuff. Donnie doesn't, but I didn't feel like it tonight, so I don't know what we're gonna do tonight. But while I was there, and this morning while I was really tired, I invested time into watching reels, and I saw a recipe for bok choy, and I've always thought it looked so magical, and I always thought it looked really, really good. And so I bought one. Actually, I bought two, but I'm only going to cook one right now because I decided I'm going to make a very simple and my favorite way to make ramen. And I'm going to cheat because I don't have the rice noodle, which I know I will miss. So I'm going to go ahead and use half of this, but that's okay because it is what it is. And I just feel really good after eating the broth. And I had decided that I was going to fast this week, like for 3 days. And what I'm really surprised at and realizing is that I have lost like 10 pounds from fasting. And the big thing about fasting is this: when you restrict yourself that way, you will lose weight. But what happens on the flip side is you gain it all back, if not more, because in your head, you're still eating the same way you were before you started fasting. So tricking your mind and retraining it how to eat correctly and not go overboard is the struggle. But I have kept the struggle down, and I'm very proud of myself, because it takes years to gain the weight. And when you're on dialysis, again, the cycle is you're too tired to work out, you need to work out, you're hungry, and that's the cycle. And so taking a walk every day with Smokey, brilliant. Watching what I eat all the time, even more, brillianter. And keeping it off is the goal. And so that has happened, and I'm excited because I think I can just continue to reduce, and relearn and re-educate what my body wants now. Now, had this happened when I was in high school, I probably could eat differently, because when you're in high school and you're playing and you're hanging out and you're running around at PE, your body needs the food, so you eat differently. But I'm not doing that today. I'm far from doing that. And so because of that, I have to now watch what I'm eating today, where my lifestyle is today, instead of what it was before. And it doesn't have to be sad. I mean, how many of us would eat a pizza late at night and feel no effect the next day? Well, I can still do that, but probably not the wisest for me. Like, I don't have the acid reflux or anything of that like that going on. Whereas I know people, as they're aging, that does happen. Or, you have a hard time with your joints or whatever the case may be. So overall, I feel really healthy, and I'm very blessed that I haven't had much difficulty in anything else with my kidneys. So, one of the other things is I'm very fascinated with Asian cooking, and I just really like Asian food. And so I'm very excited to try the bok choy, even though I'm sure I've had it before in dishes, but not realized it, or I've never cooked it myself. And so that's going to be the adventure. And from what I can tell is they let it blanch in water and then they pull it out after like a couple moments. It's not even a long cooking process, because then they tend to put it back in, especially when it's like a pho or a ramen dish or something like that. I also really love onion, and I discovered that the other day when I was trying to toss stuff in to make my ramen dish a little bit more exciting. And I realized that I think they're called spring onions. I don't know. Oop. Whatever these little guys are called. Which is funny because these were so little at at Albertsons. I should have went to Sprouts, but that's okay. The last packages I got from Fry's, the bulbs were really large and it was delicious. So I'm hoping that because they're smaller that they're not going to be less flavorful. I don't know. But I like to chop them up really thinly, and then even save some of the grains for when the dish is all done. And I just cook that all up in there so that it's all combined. And it just brings a nice flavor. I don't know. I like it. So anyways, that's about me for today. We'll see how this works out. I'm going to go ahead and cut up some cilantro, which I love. And then also a jalapeno pepper I have, so that it's close to pho, but it's not all those steps. I'm hoping it'll still taste flavorful, because part of the reason that pho is so flavorful is because you have the star of anise, you're toasting coriander seed, which is a powerful fragrant, ginger, and you're also what's the other thing? Oh, black pepper kernels, which I never knew before. Like I'd not really heard of them before, but I did learn with pho that when you take those three things and you saute them, and you really need to stay on top of it because you can burn them really fast. And so you're doing that, and then you're adding some liquid to it to let it kind of seep and create those flavors. So good. And one time I thought, oh, I'll just like scoop out the stuff, but I forgot about the black peppercorns. And I totally served like everybody their food. And then they're like, what are these little black things? And I'm like, oh crap, those are the peppercorns. I said, I guess you could eat them. I don't know. But if you bite into them, because they have softened due to the soup part of it, it's really not good. It's very powerful pepper. And so it's not even like hot, enjoyable, spicy pepper. It's weird. So I do suggest that you definitely dump out that, catch the juice, because that's what you want. You want all that brothy goodness, but you get the aroma flavorings out of that dish. So I learned that the hard way, but you know, you'll live, you'll learn. So I took care of Charlie. I babysat him. My body felt so sore. Oh, my God. I don't know if it's because I lift him up and we play like this. And he is also getting to the point where he's becoming so brave standing. I have to get a video of it, but it's hard because I'll have to do it when somebody else is there, because he's so proud of himself. And I'm like, oh, big boy. That's what we call it when he stands alone. And you can see he's balancing himself. But I need somebody else there so that I can capture it and they can catch him in case he collapses towards something, you know, because his little legs kind of give out and he'll fall forward or could fall backwards, you know. So I just need somebody else there. But I will catch it on video because it's very, 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 very cute. And I'm not just saying that because he's my grandbaby, but I am saying that because he's my grandbaby. And then there's going to be even more exciting news coming down the road. So just keep watching. I'm trying to keep you guys entertained with all the things that happen in my life. And hopefully I'm not like dragging on and on and on and on, boring you to death. But this is life on kidney disease. You know, one day you're like up and energized, and other days you're like, I have got to sleep till 11, do my exchange, go back to bed, get up and pretend I did something. And sometimes that something is just the dishes. Honestly, it's weird. It's like, how did I run a household, work a full-time job, come home and make fry bread, and, you know, whatever the case may be, take the kids to the events, and then I did all that, and now it's like, well, I think today I'm just doing the dishes. But that's life, and that's okay, because again, we're looking at life at where we're at, not where we were. And I'm glad I don't have that now. In fact, taking care of Charlie is so exhausting sometimes, because I'm like, how are my arms so sore? And he's just a baby. So anyways, I'll let you go. Talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Oh, one more thing. Look, I dyed my hair. I finally got my hair dyed. So yeah, there it is in all its glory. Purpley, purpley. All right, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.